Welcome back. So I'll be starting the newspaper reviews with The Nation. Major headline: I take tough policy decisions in people's interest. The worst of the storms is over. Dutch businessman to invest $250 million in Nigeria. This is according to the President Tinubu. Why I came hard on Dana Air by Kiyamo. Manhunts for 109 fleeing prisons inmates. Fence collapses to blame. Olubadan receives mortgages. U.S. report. 2023 election, a reflection of Nigerians' will. Ondo PDP picks Ajayi. APC woos aggrieved Ondo aspirants with all-inclusive government slots. How recapitalization of banks will boost economy by PwC. What stories do we have in?
Okay. The president is in the Netherlands, and is meeting with businessmen, inviting investors to Nigeria. And at The Hague, he said, I'm ever ready to take tough decisions in the best interest of the people, even if the initial pains are there. And we've seen the examples. We are now easing into softer times. I remember when the fuel subsidy announcement came in, everybody almost went mad. Then we had, things from dollar spiked up, and now they're investing and, settling out all our dollar debts that are holding us back. But a lot of things that the president said you can easily attest to. I mean, that meeting at The Hague, so, Dutch businessmen together, represented by their prime minister, who stood as the representative at this meeting, they promised an investment of $250 million in the next few months in Nigeria. I'm looking at which sector I'm hoping, not just mines. I'm hoping production. We have some companies shutting down now and people losing employment, but whenever investors come in, especially those ones from that side, they usually think of minerals and mines. The president also alluded to when he removed subsidy, how things were hard, how things are looking better, brighter these days. And he said he's determined as a leader to stand for his people, and no matter what he has, and will continue to take the difficult decisions that will benefit people eventually. We know that some things have to go.
So I have this one. Why I came hard on Dana Airline. Festus Keyamo, the Aviation and Aerospace Development Minister, he came out to say that all Dana flight itineraries should be suspended because the plane skidded off on Tuesday. And for the safety of the people and people on board and other people, he said they should suspend all airlines. But so many other persons have come out to say it's not in your jurisdiction to do this. Yeah, so even the Aviation Safety Roundtable Initiative, what Pidgin will say, they do too much. This is not your call to make. Why are you suspending Dana Airline? And even the National Civil Aviation Authority, they are saying this is not your call to make. So you should allow us to do it because we are autonomous. We are an autonomous body, so you're not supposed to give such instruction. But the minister is saying that this is my jurisdiction because they will call for me if anything happens. And this airline we are talking about, they have some infractions that in the past that is yet to be cleared, and so that's why he's coming up hard on them. So that's his explanation so far. He was on a TV show yesterday to actually clarify this.
So I have a story here. The Apex Bank, we know that they had announced the 2-year bank recapitalization process, which began April 1st and is expected to end March 31st, 2026. And now the plan requires minimum capital of 500 billion, 200 billion, and 50 billion for commercial banks with international, national, and regional licenses, respectively. Likewise, the CBN also raised capitalization baseline for merchant banks, which went to 50 billion, and non-interest banks, national, 20 billion. Also, regional banks will be, getting 10 billion. Now, the central bank is saying that the recapitalization of banks will boost the nation's economy and improve our financial credibility. This was a PricewaterhouseCoopers report, saying this, and they are having a deadline for the submission of you know, the recapitalization plan by the banks, which is going to be on Tuesday, and they are expecting that they would have come with all the plans that they have to get this money together. It's also a way of boosting our economy, and so they are saying that this is just like the way to go. You know, a few years back when they did it from about 75 banks, they brought it down, and now we may have more banks coming together to pull forces together. It's better we have fewer banks that are very strong in terms of liquidity, their capital base is strong, they're able to inject money in, than just to have over 100 banks and then they are very watery.
Okay, so I'm taking the story of the 109 fleeing inmates. Okay, so another prison break. The federal government has ordered a comprehensive manhunt for 109 fleeing inmates of Suleja Medium Security Custodian Center in Niger State. They said the inmates escaped on Wednesday. There was a heavy downpour and the wall fell off. Wow. And then the inmates now, you know, use the opportunity.
Waka free.
They run.
They didn't break the
So it was gathered that 119 escaped, fled the facility, but 10 of them were being apprehended and brought back to the custodial facility. The Minister of the Interior, Dr. Olubumi Tunji Ojo, who visited the facility for an immediate assessment of the damage, and also he tried to get information of the fleeing inmates. He said that they are going to bring out their biometrics and their numbers and their names so that they will be made known to the public. So if, you know, in the public, once it's in the public, if you come across them, you can bring them back and all. He also faulted, reports them. He also faulted the custodial centers that they had made, you know, they had informed the government that this wall has issues and all. They will have fixed it. They will have fixed it, and this will have been avoided too.
I think there's also something they said that, you know, the overcrowded nature of our Nigerian correctional service. They said that facility is meant to house 250, about 250 something, but the number of inmates presently is over 400. Wow. 490.
Yes.
So yes, it will.
There's
actually.
No space.
And you know how they say these people are human beings. They are not cows. We send them there to get rehabilitation, not to dehumanize them and something like that. So I really wish the government can do something about it.
Governments over years have refused to reinvest in the prisons.
In prisons.
The prisons are in the colonial structures, most of them. I'm looking for a modern, recently built prison I've not seen. So you can't continue to what you don't.
Yes, the Punch. I'll be taking the headlines and then we go on a short break. Major headline: Forex, MTN, Glo, others seek NCC nod for tariff hike. Telcos risk shutdown without tariff increase to offset rising costs. Alton and Atcon. Operators await NCC approval as regulator reviews tariff bands and operating costs. Dollar demand pushes Naira to 1,422 a dollar. NNPC blames logistics for worsening fuel queues. Senate panel seeks extension of 30 trillion loans probe. 4 million UTME candidates not admitted in 4 years, according to investigation. Federal government may relocate jails as 105 inmates flee Niger prison. Akeredolu's ex-deputy Ajayi wins Ondo PDP ticket. Ogun, mother electrocuted, 2 children hospitalized. Dangote, Forex shortage delays crude supplies. We'll be taking a short break now. When we come back, we continue the newspaper reviews. Stay with us.